Hello there. This weekend it was Idaho Bit, the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, Transphobia. I imagine that if you are locked down, especially as a young person, you find yourself in a household you can't escape, unable to express yourself, it's an incredibly difficult thing. I was fortunate and I didn't have a family that ever made me feel that way. But I think what I wanted to talk to you about today was the idea of reframing coming out. When people disclose something about their identity to you, whether it's sexual orientation or a mental health issue. This week coming is also Mental Health Awareness Week. And I think it's really important that we understand something very different about what it is when someone discloses something important about themselves to you. In the context of coming out as LGBT, people often think that the act of disclosure, whilst for many individuals is a brave thing, they believe that it's a statement, a deep and profound statement about the individual who's talking when they tell you something about themselves. And whilst in part that is true, obviously, in context it really shouldn't be a big deal when you come out as LGBT, when you tell somebody about your mental health issues. That should be the kind of thing that friends and family look at that individual and reward them for sharing more about themselves, being vulnerable and open. But we understand why in the context we live in that's not always the case. The thing I want to help you understand is that when someone comes out to you, when they disclose something about themselves, whether it be sexuality, mental health challenges, even their deepest longings and likes and loves and dreams, it isn't just something about them that you're learning. What you're actually learning is something about you, the person who is having that information told to. You're learning that you're the kind of person that this person believes that they can take their most precious thing, their identity, and hand it to them with the expectation that you will treat it with the same care that they do. Coming out isn't just a statement about an individual, it's a statement about the person they're talking to. I think in this time right now when it's more difficult for people to disclose because perhaps people feel that the virtual world isn't as intimate, we have to make sure that we're the kind of person that when our colleagues, when our friends, when our family members look at us, they know that we're the kind of person who will treat their identity with the same care and compassion and love that the individual themselves does.